How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi. Welcome to another episode of Tier Talk. Guys, I'm going to answer an email that was sent my way by one of our viewers. I'm 22 years old, and I've been watching you on YouTube for a couple of months now, and I start the Academy on Monday. Curious is the word I would describe my emotions right now because I've never worked a job like this before. Hey, I can relate to this because obviously right before I got into corrections, I worked at a restaurant. So two different worlds. So I get it's a unique experience. Difference now than it was when I was going through is we didn't have all these resources to get information from. You know, we didn't have an open platform where we have people with experience letting us know what it's like to be in this profession, to give us proper guidance from those that have walked the walk. All we had is what TV or movies would show us or the media. All right. So I've been working fast food for the last year and a half, similar to me, give or take. And I felt like this is a great step in starting an actual career. That's very relatable to me. I've been to the facility where I'll be working and attending the academy to do my interview, get my uniforms, physical, fingerprints, and pre-employment paperwork. While I was there, it really opened my eyes to how real this is becoming for me and has me asking myself, what am I getting myself involved in? I'm going to touch on that. I'm hoping to find some relief in my decision-making process. I'm not necessarily asking if the job is for me or not, because only I can answer that question. However, I'm asking for guidance to make the right decision, and how can I be confident in my decision? On one hand, I have an opportunity to at least try it out, but on the other hand, I don't want to waste my time in the academy if this isn't something that I don't enjoy. Thank you in advance for any possible support. I hope to hear from you soon. All right. So I do believe the question does relate to how do I know if this job is for me, whether it's directly or indirectly. And I want you to know when I went through the academy, it was about 4 or 5 months. And then when I went ahead and started the profession, I asked myself the same question. What did I get myself into? But you know what helped me to give this profession a fair try is my investment in the academy. Because I had invested 4 or 5 months in this academy, and I knew that when I got into this profession, when I started at that prison or the jail, I'm going to go 110%. Whatever challenges are coming my way, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to give this profession the honest attempt because I didn't do this academy for nothing. So I actually think the academy helps you make a better informed decision because it should bring about a level of higher commitment and investment. Now, you already have the knowledge to know, to look inwards and see if this profession is for you. I love that. I love to kind of people that have that insight, that don't try to bluff themselves through it. So you're already entering this academy with a very honest perspective of yourself. And that's truly amazing. A lot of people don't have that honest look inwards. But again, you want to make this an informed decision. So the best way to make this an informed decision, to be honest with you, is to give it an honest attempt. And I don't think the academy is a waste of time because you can grow in the academy. I was very proud of myself when I went through the academy. I never did anything like that before, ever. So when I got done, there was a self-satisfaction that I made it through this part of the journey. You know, a small win for some, but a big win for me. So I never saw the academy as a waste of time. And even if I didn't follow out as a career in corrections, I was still so happy about my achievements in the academy that I never saw that as a waste of my time. Never. For me, it was just something that challenged me, and I stepped up and I became the best me. You know, again, I wasn't the best in the academy, but I was better than I was when I went in. So I don't see the academy as a waste of time because there's ways that in the process of introducing you to the profession on a professional level, you know, growing professionally, it also helps you grow personally if you allow yourself to enjoy the journey and really put your effort into it. Now, again, one other thing I'd like to mention is that another part of an informed decision, so you don't have regret later on, is you're going to grow right from day one when you enter this profession. So your perspective now is going to be different a few months down the line after you've done the academy and after you've done a few days behind the wall, you're going to be growing every day. So I think to kind of say that this profession may not be for you, or I don't know what I'm getting myself into, it's okay. None of us did at this point. But I think really it's about you giving it the fair effort, the fair try to go ahead and see, is it for me? I think the academy brings about investment and commitment to give you that honest try. And again, regardless of the outcome, whether you choose to stay or choose to go, the academy will never be a waste of time, because if you enter the academy doing it for you and not the profession, then you're going to see some level of growth in yourself just in accepting the challenge of what the academy gives you and then completing that challenge. But I think that for you to make the most informed decision, you got to go through it and you got to at least make the attempt to try. Because again, the worst part is because this is a career and it's a wonderful career, things that you may see when you're in it, not right now, but you'll see it when you're in it, are opportunities, the family bond that's behind the wall, your chance to grow every day, the service that you provide to the public, to each other, to the inmates. I mean, there's just so many rewarding opportunities in this profession that serves at the highest of levels. But again, it's challenging too. So again, you're going to have to deal with those challenges in order to reap those rewards. But that's what makes the rewards great, because they're not easy and it's not something that everybody can do. I just feel, in my opinion, I wouldn't look at the academy as a waste of time. I will look at it as a way to personally grow and just go into that profession as informed as possible. Learn, go through those first couple of challenges. And then if you do make a decision to leave, at least you could say you gave it a fair shot. And at that point, there's no regret on your end, because that's the key. I went in 100%. I did the academy. I was invested. I brought that investment and commitment with me to the first year or so of this profession, but it just wasn't for me. And I get that. But there's your honest try. That's something that you can lean on later on, just in case life becomes a bit unpredictable. You can go forward knowing that this was never a regret. But my biggest thing is, if you don't give it the effort, it will become a regret. And when life becomes unpredictable, you may fall back and say, man, why didn't I just do this when I was there? And you're going to need those answers to help you justify those decisions that you made. And as I said, as for me, 20 years in, almost done, 5 years left, and I'm retired, or 4 years and change left and I'm retired. I've never regretted it. But I will tell you something. When I had those challenges at day one, looking back at that academy and seeing what I've accomplished and seeing the investment, that actually helped motivate me to get through those challenges and not just turn around and run. So again, having that investment in the academy does help you stay connected and not just look to run after the first challenge. Hope this helps. As always, the show is tiered up. If you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. Bell's going to notify you every time I post my video. Stay safe.